Today, I am so excited to be downtown Suttons Bay. I am at Gilchrist Farm. I'm with Mark and George, and you guys just announced a really exciting new wine that's grown from your very own grapes. Now, Mark, tell me just about what this wine is and just the excitement behind it.
Okay, so yeah, basically, every winery wants to have their own product that they can put out, and early on, any winery, they have to source grapes from other local sources, generally speaking, sometimes even from the West Coast or areas that are indigenous to that particular grape. But this is our first blend from our grapes. And this wine, because it's a blend, it's got a bunch of different influences in it. So you have to kind of pick out the flavors of the individual grapes individually, which makes it kind of interesting. Sometimes blends work, sometimes blends don't work.
Right. So tell me about the blend here and the first fruits.
Okay, so what we're growing on the property is Pinot Blanc. Pinot Blanc, if you go to a wine store, it's really hard to find, but Michigan is one of the places where it grows really well. And it's related to Pinot Noir, and it's also related to Pinot Gris. It's essentially just a sport of Pinot Gris, which is also a sport of Pinot Noir.
Okay.
So they're just different colors of the grapes. So these grapes are very white. And I think what it gives the blend is just a crisp freshness almost. And then we have influences of other grapes as well. So we also grow an Albarino, which is a little bit unusual in Michigan. Albarino is grown on the Galicia coast of Spain. So who would think a Spanish grape would grow in Michigan?
Exciting to have it here.
Yeah, but it does well. And then we also have an Austrian grape in this blend, which is a Gruner Veltliner. And that's actually the #1 white grape grown in Austria. So it has a lot of worldly influence, I would say.
Yeah, lots of different flavors coming together. Yeah. And George, I know you guys just had a recent launch for the wine here at Gilchrist. Tell me just about the excitement that people have behind this wine and just the response so far.
Yeah, well, it's something that we've been waiting for since, we purchased the land and planted the vines. It's such a long process, so we're like, it's finally here. Right. So we're really excited. And so we had a large party here. This place was full. We had live music, a lot of friends, and some family visited for it too. So it was a really exciting time. And of course, our chefs created some food, some pairings that go really well with this. But this is a dry white. So this pairs with so many things. But this, what we're kind of talking about with this wine and kind of the flavor profile of it, it's really kind of like young and wild. That's what we're kind of saying, just because it really is, and the nose really hits you, but it's exactly what's going on in the vineyard too, so because we're doing organic and regenerative agriculture there, I think it's really coming through on this wine and just how really vibrant this wine is. So it's a huge crowd pleaser. We were really kind of asking people, what does this pair well? What setting would you drink this wine? And kind of the regular stuff, the regular pairings that you get with white wine. But people were like, on a beach or in the summer. I was like, I think we launched at the wrong time. But this is, but we love this wine. That's right.
The beach in the summer and all of that. But this is really just the beginning for you guys, which is so exciting. I know you have some more things in the works. Tell me about the next launch of the wine. I believe the red wine is coming next.
Yeah, so and probably by summer, certainly next year, we'll have our first red, which is that's going to be a blend of Merlot and Pinot Noir. And again, because these grapes were harvested in 2023, we didn't really have enough to make one specific varietal. So we chose to blend it. And I think that blend is going to come together nice. George and I both have tasted the initial product. And red wines are interesting. When you first make them, it's like, what in the world is this?
Right.
It takes a while in the oak to kind of impart the flavors and see the maturation of the grapes and what they're going to become. It's going to be interesting. And then thereafter, we just had a great harvest of both our reds and whites. So the future is really bright, and probably by late 25 and 26. It takes so long to get there,
Right.
but we're going to have really all estate wines
Incredible.
that we're producing.
There's so much to look forward here at Gilchrist, but in the meantime, you can only come here right now to purchase the bottle because it's kind of a scarcity, so you'll need to come here to grab it. So what should people know if they want to give this a taste?
Yeah, definitely come here, come for lunch or dinner. So we're open in kind of the off non-summer time. It's Thursday through Saturday, noon to 9 p.m. And then we do brunch on Sunday from 10 till 2. So this wine is only going to be available on site here, but we are just now reaching out to local wine shops. And you're going to see other of our wine on the shelves at local stores in the area. But this one, it was 115 cases, so not big enough to do distribution. We will run out of this wine at some time, which is sad. And the other thing with a wine like this is because it's a field blend, we'll never be able to replicate this wine. So it's kind of just like something to cherish and enjoy while we have it.
Yes,
Yeah.
special, one of a kind, so you want to make sure you come to Gilchrist and give it a try. And I think that's what we need to do right now is cheers to the first fruits. And we'll have all the information on how you can try it at our website at 9and10news.com.